Hey guys, what's up? Brendan from WhisperNode here, back at you with another tutorial, and this one is for Injective Protocol and their Helix app. They've just released a new feature on Helix app, and that is for grid trading with a bot that they've programmed on their platform. So today in this tutorial, I'm going to teach you a little bit about grid trading, what it is, when you should use it, and then how to set it up on Helix app on Injective Protocol. So let's dive into it. So first thing, I'm going to go to helixapp.com. I'm going to assume that you already have assets in your account on Helix app on Injective Protocol. There's previous tutorials and guides out there on how to get assets into the platform. But if you need a tutorial on that, hit me up. Happy to walk you through it. And to get to this new bot, I'm going to go to the Trade tab here and go to Trading Bots, which sets up this automated trading strategy. So you can see when I go to this tab, it's going to pop up with a little bit of information about grid trading and how to set up the bot. So you're going to set a price range, which is the lower price and upper price that the bot is going to execute trades in. You're going to set the number of grids, which is it's going to divide that upper and lower range into a number of grids to execute trades, and then the amount, which is the capital that you're going to put into the bot. It's going to tell you a little bit about what happens when you run a bot, but I'm going to go into more details on that here, so I'm not going to read this. And then you can end the bot at any time. When you do so, the assets will be returned to your account. So I'm going to close out of that pop-up message there. And you can see that I have the ability to set up this bot for the Injective USDT pair, the Atom USDT pair, and the Celestia USDT pair. I can either choose between auto and manual setup. You can see this auto setup here has put in some parameters based on the last 30 days of prices. So the upper bound would be around 1939, which is above the range here. And then the lower bound would be 718, which is down, down here in this area. It has recommended dividing this into 20 grids, which I'll go into in a second. And then down here you can see you would enter the amount for your bot, which at these parameters would require a minimum investment of $100 of Injective plus USDT. So I can also set these parameters manually here. You can see I can set like upper 20 and lower 10, and then set my number of grids anywhere from 3 to 50, and then put in those amounts. So I've set up a bot on the Atom USDT pair, and it's been running for about 24 hours, and I figured that was a good way to show you guys how the bot is executing these trades and kind of how you would want to set up your trading strategy accordingly. So I put in about $116 to start this bot. It was a mix of USDT and Atom. I think it was around 8 Atom. And I set this up with the parameters of a lower bound of $8 and an upper bound of $10. And I divided that into 20 grids, which if you do the math, $2 divided by 20 is approximately 10 cents per grid. So again, this bot was running since yesterday at about 3 p.m., November 9th. And I'm going to go to the trading view chart to show you guys what this bot was doing here. So this is around where I set my bot up. I set it up around 863 was approximately the price of Atom when I set this bot up. So I've made that line black here. This arrow represents kind of where I started the bot. Now what that bot is going to do is at the time when I set it up, it is going to create sell orders every 10 cents above the current price and buy orders every 10 cents below the current price. So These buy orders are represented by these green lines here, and the sell orders are represented by the red lines up here. And as time goes on, that bot is just going to execute trades every time the price hits one of those predetermined order levels. So you can see around here, we hit this red line, which is around 873, which would cause that bot to then sell about a 20th. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it would sell about a 20th of your account for 873 here, and it would execute that trade. So then this line becomes my current price, which is 873. It's executed that trade, and then what it does is it puts in another trade. It puts in a buy order 10 cents below the current price down here at that 863 level. So this one would change to a buy order. The bot would keep going in this fashion, and then you can see up right here, we hit again one of these grids, which is that 883 level. So the bot would do the same thing. It would sell 1/20th of my amount of capital, for 883. It would execute that trade. That becomes my current price. It then puts in another trade for a buy order 10 cents below my current price, and then that line becomes green. And the bot just continues doing this strategy over and over as long as you have it running. So you can see again here, we hit this next trade, which is 894-ish, and it executes that trade. It sells for 894. That becomes the current price, and then it puts in another buy order 10 cents below, and then that line becomes green. And again, it's just going to continue doing this as the price fluctuates up and down between your upper and lower bound limits. So you can see here, if I go to my bot and I click view orders, I can look at the trade history of what that bot is executing. So you can see here, like I mentioned, the first trade that was executed was a sell order at 873 for 583 USDT, which is approximately 1/20th of my original 116 or roughly capital in there. So 873, it executed that first sell order, then it went up again, then it executed that next sell order at 884 there, and then 894, which you could see here, and so on until it reached this 926 level here, which corresponds to this arrow here. So I've changed that on the chart to represent my current price. So, and then once it hit this 926 level, you can see the bot then executed 2 buy orders in a row because the price started going back down. So it hit this grid here, 926, and then it had this little dip here that you can see. So then it executed, this buy order, and then over here at 905 or so, it executed this buy order, which corresponds to this 904 on the bot. And then again, it started going back up here, and it executed this sell order. So these would change colors as it was executing those. I'm kind of skipping this for brevity, but you get the picture. As you're moving up and down through this upper and lower bound price, the bot is executing trades, and you're making a little bit of profit each time. So I've set this up for 24 hours, and the bot does pretty well. For my Atom USDT pair for 24 hours with the lower bound of 8 and the upper bound of 10, it's earned 573 so far, which is approximately 4.83% on my initial capital in just 24 hours. So when there's a lot of market volatility and the price of an asset is kind of going up and down and up and down between a certain range, this is a really, really good strategy to earn some extra capital with your trading. Now, if the market starts running and the bull comes and things start pumping, like you can see that Injective chart, Injective's been pumping, the bot's not going to do so well because you're not going to be able to really define that upper and lower range very well, and also there's not going to be too much capitalization of that up and down movement if it's going up only. So you really want to use this strategy when the market is kind of ranging, when it's consolidating, not when there's a significant breakout, not when there's a significant dump. And you probably want to make sure that in those cases you have a stop loss set on your bot. And always remember that whenever you feel like it, whenever you think the time is right, you can click that end bot button here and end that bot and return that capital to your account. So that's basically it for this tutorial. Hope that helped you understand grid trading a little bit. Hopefully that was helpful in showing you guys how to run grid trading on Injective Protocol Helix app.